Hey guys, what's up? Sarah Jane. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. So today we're reviewing The Lion King. We just came back from it, the remake. Going into this, I didn't think that I would like it. Like, I knew I'd like it because, you know, it's The Lion King, it's the same story, it's the same thing. But going into this, I was worried that it was going to be really off. And I was kind of right. It was super cute. Simba is super cute as a little lion cub. He reminded me of Yang, getting into trouble, being a little bug. Playing with bugs and stuff, it looked just like Yang. He would even make little noises here and there. Not the same as Yang, but similar. You know I'm right. I liked how they used, like, the nature around it, and we watched it in IMAX, so it was more detailed, but I liked how they edited it with the nature visuals. So like they would have one of like a dying tree and they would pan, and then the tree would be on the left side and it would fade into Pride Rock, and it moved well. You didn't even notice it, did you?
Not really.
So it did its job because you're not supposed to. I'm just over analyzing most movies.
Yeah.
The audio and music was pretty good. Seth Rogen is not a singer. Some of it was kind of funny, like they sing The Lion Sleeps Tonight in a little goofy way, and I liked that, but I think they could have done Hakuna Matata a little better.
I think it was fine.
I know that they're like outcasts, so it kind of makes sense that they weren't perfect. Having my choir background, some of the notes hurt me a little bit. It was like, ooh, okay. I'm like, how many takes did you take before that happened? Like,
one. It was perfect.
I think that they did okay on this. They pretty much followed it by the cartoon. There were just a couple of scenes that were different, showing a little more detail, which I liked. I will say, there is a scene where part of Simba's mane travels to Rafiki, and it takes like 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe less time, but it was a long time in the film of it traveling to Rafiki. And if they had shortened it a little bit, they would have been able to spend a little more time with, I don't know, say Nala and Simba's relationship, because they like went straight from, oh, it's you, to, oh, I love you. Let's like straight into the song, and I feel like they could have done a little more with that. The Beyonce song that is now in this was okay. I think it should have been placed somewhere else. Maybe even using that to go into establishing more of a relationship with Simba and Nala before Can You Feel the Love Tonight. That's my opinion. I felt like it was very quick and forced, and when you think about it, it kind of was in the cartoon. It just felt weird with them being a live action. I did like Glover's voice for Simba. I was surprised at that. That worked really well. I do think they could have balanced the music a little bit between the two, between Beyonce and Glover, but they did make a pretty good harmonizing pair. Scar was in a different kind of dark, more manipulative, which is basically the whole point of him.
Well, I mean, they established that him and Mufasa had to go for the title, so...
Well, and that's why his face is all messed up, because he fought so hard, but he is not the brute and the strength of the two of them.
I heard that there was supposedly a novelization of the actual Lion King, and that Scar's name was actually something else, but he took that on after he received it.
I guess that would make sense because it wasn't like he had scars his whole life.
Not to mention what kind of parent names their child Scar,
Right.
you know?
Being a fan of Elton John, liked his song at the end of the movie in the ending credits. It was so good. I thought it really worked well with the film too. Rewatching this film with the live remake made me realize that as a kid, I really didn't know what this film was about. I thought it was just about cute lions and then Simba becoming king eventually. But rewatching this, it's like he thinks he made a mistake and killed his father.
And if you look at it, Scar made it sound like his entire family was going to murder him because, you know, the murderer of a king generally does get beheaded or whatever counts as lion
but
beheaded.
He didn't actually do it, and that's Scar was the manipulator in that sense. And the way that he manipulated, I think they did a really good job in the remake of showing that manipulation. It was more precise and more harsh, and that's what Scar does. But I thought that the way that Simba continued on, like, I would have been so emotional in that situation that I probably wouldn't have carried on. I would have just collapsed. But he kept moving and he kept walking, and I thought that was, I mean, yeah, the movie wouldn't be the movie if he didn't. But I'm kind of surprised that's what happened, and that's how he carried on with himself. To have that burden while being raised by a meerkat and a warthog,
who essentially
they have no idea what his life was like, and
even better, they don't care enough. They really don't care enough to talk about the past. They just want to.
Yeah, for him to be completely removing of himself and keep to himself that burden for so long, and then finally face it and find out that it's been a lie his whole life. I'm shocked and admired by how Simba was able to continue on with his life and move on. And I think even having Elton John's song at the end is an admirable twist to it, because they're both kind of like similar in many ways with that.
Can we also talk about the fact that they established that Shenzi was actually the leader of all the hyenas to begin with?
Yeah.
She was scary.
Right?
I do kind of miss that this Shenzi didn't have the same humor as the other Shenzi, but I liked it.
I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's worth a watch. I've seen better remakes. I'm still looking forward to Mulan. It looks like it's gonna be different in a lot of cases. Let us know down in the comments what you thought about this movie. Don't forget to like, comment, like I said, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.